The country's economy on the uptick and is still expanding. Find out more coming up.
A new program could open up opportunities for junkaneurs.
And one group looks to celebrate young men. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
The country is said to be on the economic rebound as the government anticipates major projects coming into play next year. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kishla Adderley.
And I'm Candino Knowles. Well, tonight, Minister of State Michael Alquitas discussed the government's successes this year and expectations for next year. Our Janina Ferguson reports.
Minister of State for Finance Michael Alquitas says the country's economy has grown by 1.9% this year and is expected to grow by 2.5% by the end of 2014. And while these numbers are modest, he says it's a good sign that we are headed in the right direction and that the newly implemented cost-saving measures are paying off.
We'll continue to try and identify areas where there's duplication, where there's potential waste, so that we can save. We've seen a substantial reduction in the deficit, and so we expect, as we continue our program of trying to control our expenses, better collect our revenue and grow the economy, that we'll see some better results as we go into the new year.
Now, despite the fact that some major projects are planned for 2014, there are those in the business community who fear that all of these positives could turn into a negative with the implementation of a value-added tax.
It's not in the interest of the government to make it hard for businesses to operate or to put anyone out of businesses. The government is in the business of ensuring that it's easy for people to do business, so that they employ people, so that there's more money in the economy and the standard of living goes up. It would be counterproductive for the government to do anything that would make it more difficult for people to survive. That would be counterproductive.
Janina Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
Well, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Works and Urban Development, the Honorable Philip Davis, says government is still awaiting the fire report from police officials on the NEMA building that was partially destroyed by fire several weeks ago. Staff members had recently moved into that new building on Gladstone Road, but have returned to their old offices in the Churchill building until the repairs are complete.
The fire report, we are scoping the works that has to be done, and we should be engaging contractors to renovate the premises within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
A magistrate has sentenced Thomas Rigby, the man convicted of causing more than $1 million worth of damage to a portion of the New Providence Road project, or the Gateway project, to 16 months in prison. But the married father of 2 will only have to serve 10 months in prison because Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt cut 8 months from the sentence because he pleaded guilty and didn't waste the court's time. She also took into consideration the 6 months Rigby has already spent in prison awaiting trial and for sentencing. The court also ordered that the married father of 2 serve 2 years of community service. If he doesn't complete that service, an additional 7 months will be added to his sentence. Attorney Glendon Roll represented Rigby.
Well, the proposed carnival that government is hoping to introduce in 2015 is expected to benefit scores of junkaneurs and other cultural artisans who have invested years in the craft.
Now, Prime Minister Perry Christie made the announcement last night at Government House as he spoke during the Junkanoo Legends Circle Awards ceremony, where he was one of 18 honorees inducted into the Legends Circle.
It is intended for the first time to give men and women who have been major contributors to our culture without receiving a dollar in reward, in fact, spending a lot of their own money. But for the first time to give them an opportunity to own a corporation that would be selling costumes to Bahamians and online, that would be trademarked with the marketing might of the Bahamas. This committee that they are all on When they announce the dates, thousands of people will fly to the Bahamas to participate in this carnival, buying costumes online. And they will then present a package of hotel, costumes, food.
Well, Prime Minister Perry Christie heralded the importance of keeping Bahamian culture alive, unfiltered, so that future generations of Bahamians can not only understand but participate in the same way. Chairman of the National Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, Silbert Ferguson, thanked the National Junkanoo Committee for recognizing the efforts of outstanding Junkanooers.
It is because of your fine example that the Junkanoo Corporation is inspired each year to take Junkanoo to an even greater height. Since I stood here in 2012, in addition to organizing 2 very successful parades, the JCNP hosted an exciting Junkanoo Award event, overcomes the debt, paid its prize money in a timely manner, and presented groups with seed funding for the New Year's 2014 parades for the first time. This has all been accomplished because of your support and good example. We look forward to your continued assistance as we endeavor to move Junkanoo to even greater heights.
Well, about 1 week out, tickets for the Junkanoo parades are going fast, but you still have time to secure a seat on Bay Street or in Roslyn Square. Silbert Ferguson, chairman of the JCNP, gives an update on how the sales are going.
The northern side in Roslyn Square, we have approximately 10 rows of seats left in that area. The Scotiabank area is all sold out. There are a few seats left in the front of the Royal Bank area, and in the John Bull area there are lots of seats in that block. So we're encouraging our customers to go out and purchase their tickets. For those members of the public who have purchased their tickets online, we are inviting them to please go to the gym no later than Saturday of this week to collect their tickets and make their payments so that we can know what we're doing with the online sales.
Well, still on Junkanoo, the Valley Boys has secured another major title sponsor just 1 week before the highly anticipated Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. Rubis Bahamas announced its sponsorship of the Valley Boys today, joining BAHAMAS, Bamboo Shack, and Bomber G Trucking as the 4th major sponsor. It is also the 3rd major oil retailer to endorse one of the country's biggest cultural expressions through partnership and sponsorship. Rubis' sales and marketing manager Byron Ferguson said choosing to partner with the Valley Boys was an easy decision. Valley Boys chairman Brian Adderley added that he believes with the addition of Rubis as a title sponsor, it will solidify the group as a powerhouse.
The Valley Boys has demonstrated excellence over the years. It's a group that comes out, win, lose, or draw, performs at the highest level. Rubis considers itself as a company that performs at the highest level on a daily basis. We try to deliver our products to the Bahamian public with the highest level of service and quality. So we thought it was a good fit.
I think we have a winning combination, Rubis and the Valley Boys. We look forward to this partnership for this year, and we hope that we can somehow come together and produce a long-lasting relationship. This assistance has come at a good time, and hopefully Rubis will help to fuel the 2 victories that we anticipate during the course of the next few weeks.
In our first look at weather, there is a slight chill in the air courtesy of a frontal system which passed through the area yesterday, but outside of our studios we have mostly cloudy skies. Your temperature 75 degrees, relative humidity 69%, winds out of the north-northeast at 10 knots, your barometric pressure 1,020.4 millibars, that's 30.13 inches, and it is steady. But stay tuned, temperatures around the Family Violence, travel and boating forecast is still to come.
Well, still ahead, one group celebrates young men contributing to society.
And relief comes to the Pinewood community. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Shell HELIX Ultra. Performance you can see.